Has the West put the world on a path to nuclear war? If so, how do we get off this path?
We already did get off, but yes, West put it on. Biden administration and the bunch of the cretins which were running it, like Sullivan, Blinken, all kinds of the human trash which came through the basically mafia of the Democratic National Committee, and Obama's and all that. Yes, we could face, if Kamala would have won, that these imbeciles who do not understand anything about war and Russia, they could have brought up about the possibility of the escalation to the nuclear threshold, in which case United States would have been wiped off the face of the earth. Russia would sustain colossal, also the losses, but it probably would survive. But it's purely a military issue. That is why we went out and voted for Trump. And Trump is, in this particular respect, is a much better alternative. And he definitely doesn't want nuclear war. That's for sure. People
so you said we got off. You think Trump got us off this path, or just him?
No, it's Russia which did. But Trump was a good, how to say it? That's the difference. You see, Europeans continue to elect, and they say, "Oh, it's all rigged." All those morons, they continue to elect them. In the United States, yes, Trump is a full of hot air. He's buffoon, and he promised, obviously, but everybody knew that unlike Biden, he won't start the nuclear war. At least not yet. So in this case, but reality is the main, so to speak, circuit breaker, which keeps world in basically more or less not horrible shape in terms of nuclear war. Read my lips. And this, I wrote books, and it's the Russia's massive advantage over anybody combined world in terms of the nuclear weapons and delivery systems, which are the best deterrent we ever had. I will send you there one wonderful piece of the political art, and it's actually in my blog. You will see yourself. It's the switch, the electric switch. One of the part of the switch shows the nuclear war, and the other one, which doesn't allow to be turned off, is the Scotch tape with the Soviet flag on it, not allowing to turn. So you can change it for Russian tricolor, and that's exactly what it is.
Okay, well, next question here. How does Andrei analyze the real importance and impact of the Orezhnik as of the politics of Ukraine and of the future?
It's a game changer, as any hypersonic weapon is, and that means exactly that Russians do not need even to nuke Europe, for example. It's a weapon you cannot stop, and it's in serial production. And just to give you an example, and I understand people would be kind of cringing on that, but this is reality of the military analysis. If, for example, let's say Germany wants to do, which they do, Germans want to kill as many Russians as possible. But if it comes down to it, Russia doesn't need to do anything now nuclear-wise. It will be enough to send, to launch single Orezhnik, and Bundestag together with the government quarter in Berlin will be gone, while the rest of Germans will continue to live. It's just that they will wake up one day and say, "Oh my God, we don't have those corrupt imbeciles, who run us." After that, it's up to them. But that's the change. It's a game changer. You cannot stop any kind of the hypersonic weapons which Russia deploys now, and yeah, it's just one of the other weapons which are coming, and Putin and Lavrov already stated other things are coming which are even scarier than Orezhnik. So it's just natural development of the hypersonic technology.
So when they used the Orezhnik, that was an important day. That was an important signal in this entire event.
I had people immediately calling me and sending messages who know who those people in Washington are. They were shocked. But they should have been already since 2018. But yeah, it's
okay. So next question: do you think the U.S. deep state will give up ever on this war?
Yeah, when the United States is bankrupted, which it is now, and it cannot sustain anymore its military expenditures, because many people do not understand. You can increase your military budget, what have you, just another 1,000%. The problem is, it doesn't still buy you more or better weapons. United States lost the arms race. It lost it for with a knockout, with just leaving the ring altogether, you know.
Mhm.
So, and the gap will continue to grow. And they can. The only reason United States military-industrial complex exists actually is not to defend United States. Nobody going to attack United States. They exist to make money. American weapons are junk, but they are made for making profits. And as a result, Europe will be forced, which is happening right this very moment, to buy all this crap basically and make money for the CEOs of Raytheons, Lockheeds, and what have you. And those lobbyists and Congress. People from Congress who are totally in the pockets of the military-industrial complex.
Rolling?
Yes.
Did you like that clip? If so, click here. But if you love that clip, click here and watch the full video. Also remember to like, subscribe, comment, and most importantly, share before I disappear.